I was sitting there eating a burrito, you looked up at me and our eyes met. It was a magical moment. Unfortunately, I tried to fart silently and accidentally had runny diarrhea all over the place. I wanted to talk to you but was too embarrassed, plus I had to go to the bathroom and clean up. Email me and tell me what you were eating so I know it's you. Want age 25 to 70 guy to come over and join my model train room. Mutual touching but nothing more. I'm not gay. Then after you finish you can stomp around and kick the trains and buildings like a monster but don't break them because they are my sons. We can do this until 4 a.m. or until we get tired. Also I have lots of imitation crab meat in my freezer that I need to get rid of so you can have a bunch when you leave. It's all perfectly good, we just got too much.
These days, if the media had to pick 2 Craigslist ads to highlight, these would be the sort they would select. Never mind that on June 3rd, there were thousands and thousands of serious advertisements posted and successful transactions processed. I personally rely on Craigslist to find students seeking tutoring assistance. Out of all the responses in the past 6 months, I've only received one that seemed dubious. Otherwise, Craigslist has successfully helped me connect with students from Doherty Valley, Alcalanes, Dublin High School, and more. However, just last week, when I told one of my friends that I use Craigslist often, she responded jokingly, "Isn't that site full of stalkers and creepers?" Even though it was in jest, for this stereotype to persist, I was reminded of the widespread influence of media framing. The media has a powerful, pervasive influence on shaping our perceptions. Highlighting a few negative cases can destroy overnight a positive reputation that took over decades to build. Following 9/11, all Muslim and Middle Eastern men became associated with terrorism, facing unwarranted attacks, malicious hate, and overt discrimination. Following Pearl Harbor, Japanese Americans were stripped of their basic human rights, forced into concentration camps, and labeled collectively as disloyal and deceitful. Following the recent UC Santa Barbara shootings, mental illness has become linked to violence, perpetrating the social stigma. Although this goes without saying, Muslims, Middle Easterns, Japanese Americans, and the mentally disabled are not innately filled with violent tendencies. These are sad examples of how we are puppets, prey to the whims of the media. It is easy to criticize the media for these injustices. However, perhaps the fault lies with us. We think of the media as a knowledgeable, well-informed acquaintance, providing us a summary of today's events. However, the media is actually this. It is a corporation, a business. Perhaps it would be helpful to give names to this abstract body. This is the media: GE, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, and CBS. Together, they own 90% of what we see and hear. These companies survive by making money. Their priority is to maximize profit. They relay the sensational and the dramatic because that is what draws the most viewers. Unfortunately, the reality is that they have no obligation to provide us with well-researched opinions or fair briefings. But that's our problem. Today, many of us blindly concur with whatever we hear. Never mind that the script was written in a style to maximize long-run gains for the company. We can criticize the media all we want for misleading viewers and stretching the truth. However, the real fault lies in the fact that we lose our individual beliefs so easily and pick up whatever we are fed. We need to realize that the media should not be taken for granted, and we need to question these sources. Only then can we step closer to the truth. In my closing remarks, I would just like to say that guys in black shirts do not all eat at Taco Bell, and guys in orange suits do not all play with model train sets. We cannot detach ourselves from the influence of media entirely, but we have a choice in how we let these companies affect us.